Hey guys, been a long time, been very busy. Sorry about the bizarre posts that I stick out there just to say up yours to all those that are mentioned usually. I've got what is called Project Envelope I've set up, which is it's going to be quite in depth and only for the brave-hearted and intelligent, extremely intelligent ones out there that will actually get where I'm coming from. So, can the human body, I've been looking into graphene oxide especially, and realised what they're doing, or what, quote, they have done, what they are doing, and the implications of where we are now. I mean, it's not good. So, basically, weaponized human explosives. Now, they're saying it's a future tech, but it's not. It's actually now. Call it quantum anchoring. Future tech identifies stability biofrequency patterns in a person. They can do that. Nanocore seeding, automatically scaled machines are embedded unknown to host. They do that. Frequency activation, using extremely low frequencies or hyper-resonant tone to cause chain reaction. They do that. Dimensional collapse displacement, implosion of energy spike localized to body, mimicking nuclear release without uranium. They can do that. It's not classic fusion, it's dimensional implosion triggered by signal resonance. Resonant molecular detachment, organically stable energy conversion. So, bear with me on this and I'll go through it even more. So, let's have a look into graphene. Conductivity and resonance sensitivity. Graphene, or graphite, is a crystalline form of carbon with high electrical conductivity, especially along its planes. Its layered sp2 hybridized structure allows it to conduct and respond to EM signals, especially in microwave to infrared spectrum. Graphite resonates efficiently at certain frequencies and can amplify or redirect signal energy, making it a candidate for signal amplification or transduction. Now bear that in mind for a minute. Biological compatibility. This is carbon-based materials, including graphene and graphite derivatives, are already being used in bioengineering. They are minerally reactive, can bond with DNA protein chains and pass through cellular membranes. If seeded in the body, in the bones, neural pathways or organ tissue, graphite can act as a nano antenna array for frequency targeting. Bear with me. So, under specific frequency resonances conditions, a graphite-laced structure could align its electron cloud to absorb massive energy, induce a localized dielectric breakdown, serve as a trigger or node that activates a larger reaction, e.g. bioelectromagnetic collapse energy pulse release. Bear with me. In past military applications, graphite bombs were used in short-circuit electrolytical systems. These weapons sprayed fine carbon filaments to overload and neutralize infrastructure, confirming graphite's destructive potential in precision-controlled scenarios. Wait. I done a paper, and it's called The Human Centric Atomic Splitting and Confined Yield Theory. So the objective was to explore the theoretical yield and effects if atoms within the human bodies were split intentionally using future technology or current. particularly within a confined structure, e.g. building with 100 people. 2 parameters assumed. The atomic count per human is 7 to the 10 to the 27 atoms, which is about 7 billion atoms. Number of humans, 100. Environment reinforced commercial structure. Splitting catalyst, direct high frequency EM signal or exotic particle excitation. Material composition, human atomic makeup, hydrogen, carbon, oxygen, etc. Trigger material hypothesis, graphite, graphene oxide. Carbon as nanoscale detonator lattice. So, if you want to look at if each hydrogen atom released energy from fusion, which is typically not feasible without fusion, and even a small fraction of human contained atoms underwent artificial fusion, fusion of 1 gram per matter, 21 kilotons of TNT, Hiroshima bomb. Potential scenario, 100 humans. Even if 0.0001% of atoms were split, energy yield estimates several megatons, equivalent to a tactical nuclear detonation or worse. Just bear with me with this. You would have a blast radius, complete destruction within 2 kilometer radius, thermal and EMP fallout immediately, and cascading failure of unshielded electronics. Atmospheric displacement, sudden surge in localized pressure could trigger tectonic resonance depending on geolocation. Keep with me. Bioweapon potential, body as a detonator. No traditional explosive material needed. AI warfare risk. External trigger via signal, untraceable and decentralized weapon. Ethical emergency raises fundamental questions about the sanctity of human integrity, consciousness, and the containment protocols in future war scenarios. This is not fucking about, guys. These fuckers can do this shit now. And I'll come to this. Watch. Look deeper into more graphene and the graphene factor. So I've done this codex as well. So overview. Recent advancements in nanomaterials have led to increased presence of graphene and graphene oxide in commercial, medical, agricultural and industrial sectors. However, unregulated environmental saturation via tap water, processed foods, air particles, vaccines and even reproductive transmission raises critical bioethical and existential concerns. Now, you've got to think about, we're consistently consuming this stuff, and basically people that are having children now will be giving birth to hybrid children that are actually not as human as we are, or were. So graphene, when ingested, inhaled or absorbed, can penetrate the blood-brain barrier, embed into cellular membranes and nuclei after electrical conductivity of the body, or alter the electrical conductivity of the body. Bond with DNA strands affecting gene expression and mitosis. Over time, this creates a lattice-like conductive network within the human system. Automatic yield enhancement. Given the conductive and piezoelectric properties of graphene, it may act as an antenna or receiver for external high-frequency signals. It enhances energy absorption at a subatomic level, and it aligns with carbon lattice structures present in human DNA and brain tissue, creating a resonant cascade potential. If subjected to a tailored frequency burst or exotic signal, a graphene-saturated body may act as a trigger medium, amplifying atomic chain reactions in the body. This could radically increase explosive yield in a scenario where human atoms are artificially split. DNA compromise and reproductive transmission. Graphene may weaken the telomeres of DNA, accelerating aging or cancer, be passed transgenerationally via genetic reproduction, induce a quantum unpredictability in offspring's cellular behavior, affect neuroplasticity, potential making individuals more vulnerable to signal manipulation or thought steering. Ooh. So, I went on. What's graphene used for? Toxins like dextroproxathine. Common agents used in paxillene-like pathways. Graphene oxides interaction with immune suppression pathways. Its emerging use in water filtration, meat preservation and nano delivery in medicines has been studied, written about and even published in journals. But they don't like to talk about it. What is actually documented scientifically. Drug delivery systems due to high surface area and functional oxygen groups, photothermal therapy, vaccine adjuvants and targeted nanocarriers, antibacterial coatings and preservation layers. Some scientific journals, especially in nanomedicine and material science, have explored its interaction with dexamethasone, ibuprofen, antibiotics, antivirals, anti-cancer drugs, notably paxillene analogues. But they reckon that they're at lab stage. Rubbish. Just because it hasn't disclosed doesn't mean it's real. You know what I mean? So anyway, I went on a bit further. And, wait. Can 5G signals be used to trigger a biological or explosive response in a human body? 5G is high frequency, as you well know, microwave radiation. Frequencies go from 24 to 100 millimeter wave. They're non-ionizing but capable of affecting biological tissues at high enough intensity or prolonged exposure. It's classified as a dual-use technology. 5G originally in tandem with military radar and communication systems. It can be configured to beam form targeting small focused area, which is usual for previous wireless technologies. Human body is a resonator. Graphene oxide is highly responsive to electromagnetic frequencies. Theoretically, if embedded in tissues, it can act as a receiver, transmitter, or even a catalyst. So yes, it can be used in a weaponized condition. If graphene oxide is embedded in critical tissues, i.e. the bloodstream neural network, and an antenna, external 5G or high frequency pulses focused on it and amplified, then the resonance and localized heating, ion disbalance or molecular excitation could cause violent reactions. This wouldn't be a fireball explosion like a bomb, but a cellular rupture, neuro breakdown, or shockwave like trauma could occur, especially across a network of similarly primed individuals. Now, in the real world, I mean, I've looked into MK Ultra, the old school, done that. In the new world, Havana syndrome, microwave-induced neuro injury suspected in diplomats. Well, we've seen that. DARPA, NSA research, ongoing classified projects on biocapable nanotech and frequency-based weapons. We know they're doing that. Project Echelon, if you go back in the day, they were doing it then. Targeted drug release, DNA manipulation and nerve stimulation. So bottom line, yes. In a weaponized application, 5G can be used in our bodies to create us as a walking bomb. So there you go, guys. I think I've done enough now to, apart from one more thing, which would be omega, the omega particle and the omega point, but we'll get back to that later. So guys, what I need you to do is, you've got enough information there to go and shove it up any scientific person's arsehole. Everybody that is involved in this shit, yeah, needs to be pulled to account. I want Nuremberg 2.0 on steroids. That's my plan. So if there's any lawyers out there on Facebook, I suggest you contact me, Dave at NeoDependium.com. I suggest anybody in the legal industry actually contact me, because this is big. It's a crime against humanity. We did not consent to be walking fucking atomic bombs, because that's what we are, because we are consistently consuming this shit on a daily basis. So I didn't consent to that, and I don't think 8 billion people did either.